This just released Redmi K100 Pro series is more unique than any previous phones in the K lineup. The launch time is earlier than expected. The processor has not been upgraded to a new gen either, even there's almost no change in their design. Clearly, this is a result of a rising cost. So, what exactly has Redmi done to balance between cost increases and hardware specs? And on these two K100 Pro series, I can see the roadmap Redmi has planned for the future. The box design and accessories of the K100 Pro Max are almost identical to those of the K90 Pro Max. You get the SIM tool, papers, a 100-watt charger, and a USB cable. However, the case has changed from the silicone to transparent plastic. As for the K100 Pro, the accessories are the same as the Pro Max, so I won't get into the detail here. The K100 series is the first to not feature the latest flagship platform. The K100 Pro Max uses the Snapdragon 880 Gen 5, which is a platform launched last year. The smaller Pro model uses the Snapdragon 880 Gen 5V series. Although it's a new platform, its GPU has 4 fewer compute units compared to the standard one, and the GPU cache is also cut by 6 MB. While we haven't run performance tests yet, one thing is certain, the peak performance of this V series will definitely fall short of the standard 880 Gen 5. In September, Qualcomm's new flagship platforms, the Snapdragon 880 Gen 6 and its Pro variants, are about to launch. This means that just 1 month later, the phone you just bought will become last gen. Still, these two processors were flagships, so their performance is undoubtedly still top tier. It's just that they can only wear the crown of the strongest performance for a month, which psychologically make you feel worse. This is something you must seriously consider before buying them. If you ever thought it through and still want to buy these Redmi's strongest flagships for 2026, then head over to geekwheels.com. It will ship the phone directly from China to your home. The purchase link is down below the video. Both K100 models continue the design language of the K90 Pro Max. The only difference between them is whether there's an extra speaker next to the camera module. The K100 Pro Max's sound by Bose subwoofer remains this phone's biggest highlight. The sound outlet features a new acoustic design, and the top and bottom speakers have also been slightly upgraded. Redmi even added an LED light to the bottom of the speaker. Without a doubt, this 2.1 stereo system remains the new peak among smartphone speakers. Before our review of the K100 Pro series goes live, you can also check out the K90 Pro Max's review, where we explain in detail why a dedicated low-frequency speaker matters so much for a phone. Since the K100 Pro lacks this extra speaker, some other hardware are frankly nothing special. It is almost just a shrunk-down version of the K100 Pro Max. Both phones feature an aluminum alloy frame with a glass backplate. Both support NFC and an IR blaster, and both have IP68 and IP69 certification. However, the USB port has been downgraded to a 2.0 in Pro version. Oh, and this color option on the K100 Pro is somewhat interesting. Redmi added a special fluorescent material to the green back cover, which can absorb light in a specific wavelength and then glow in the dark. You can use a light source to DIY your own back cover patterns. I suppose this is one of the very few highlights of the K100 Pro's design. The K100 Pro Max's main camera now uses a 200 megapixel sensor. The pixel count has increased, but the sensor size has actually shrunk. The telephoto and ultra-wide camera remain the same as the K90 Pro Max. The more affordable K100 Pro shares the same main camera sensor as the Pro Max, but its ultra-wide and telephoto camera are a bit weaker. However, its telephoto lens has a minimum focusing distance of 10 centimeters, and its ultra-wide lens is also wider than the Pro Max's. These are unique advantages for the Pro version. The Pro Max's ultra-wide camera is still using annoying 17mm lens. It seems that we will have to bear with this ultra-wide lens for a while longer until they run out of inventory for this lens module. Just like the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, both the K100 Pro models use a display with an RGB S-strip pixel arrangement. The refresh rate has been boosted to 185 Hz, and the green emissive material has also been upgraded. In simple terms, the new display is clearer while consuming less power. The display panel is identical on the Pro and the Pro Max. The only difference is the size. There won't be a repeat of the Xiaomi 17 Pro tragedy, so you can buy it with confidence. Both phones have massive batteries. The K100 Pro's battery capacity exceeds 8,500 mAh, while the Pro Max goes beyond 9,000 mAh. Both support 100-watt wireless charging and 50-watt wireless charging. I'm very pleased that Redmi didn't cut wireless charging on the Pro model just to save cost. In dealing with the issue of rising DRAM prices, Redmi chose not to upgrade the processor while making other things better instead, to keep the price as low as possible. You get a fun, interesting back cover, a more power-efficient screen, a bigger battery, and most importantly, that the 2.1 channel speaker system has been kept there. Although some parts are no change or downgraded, at least they still have an affordable price tag. I still believe it is not the best time to upgrade your phone right now, but if you absolutely have to, the K100 Pro series is among the most worthwhile phones to buy at this moment. Okay, for those of you interested in these two phones, don't forget to check out geekwheels.com. The full review is also on our way. If you think this video is well done, please drop a like and subscribe to our channel. I'm Wolf from China. We'll see you next time.